Thank you, Mr. Donovan. Although Joe Linder was voted class clown for 2010, he's really known for his perfect bod, which is on par with Matt Damon and Leonardo DiCaprio. Or so he claims.
On a more serious note, Joe is one of the most charismatic people I know. He is often found at the front of the student section leading spirited cheers. In addition, he rallies our school to reach out to our community, encouraging us to donate to the local food shelf through his persuasion over the PA system. He is thrilled to be headed off to St. Thomas next year. Joe will be speaking about looking to the future in a speech titled, Reaching for Our Dreams. Luck, Joe.
One moment, please. You can talk amongst yourselves. All right, here we go. Welcome, everyone. Students, faculty, family, and friends. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I'm not sure if I like this speech so much, so, you know, you got to stick with me, because we're going to do something crazy here. We're not going to do this speech. We're going to wing it, all right? Yeah, it's going to be nuts. So, how is everybody tonight? Laugh, okay, that's good. Okay, down bits. High school, graduation. Let's talk about it. It's been an adventure these 13 years. It's been hard, kindergarten to 12th grade. It kind of reminds me of something I just learned in Mythmakers, and that is the archetype of a hero, the archetype of a hero's quest. And I think this has been a quest. I mean, come on, it's been hard, it's been fun. And the first thing that starts with a quest is the call. And the call is where the hero, either willingly or, like most of us, unwillingly dragged to school, goes on his adventure. Well, that started when we were about 4 or 5 years old. Mom tells us, "You're going to school next year." Okay. All right, and the next thing... Oh, you see, this is the problem when you wing a speech. You forget something, and you start looking like an idiot. Threshold, that's what it is. The threshold is the point, that little point, the threshold between the known and unknown worlds. And that, I like to think, was getting on the bus, where you look back at your warm home with food and toys and warm blankets, and you go onto the smelly, crusty bus with the scary second graders who throw rocks at you. But if you manage to survive the threshold, which we obviously all have since we're here, the next is challenges, and the challenges have taken over throughout our entire school careers. They could have been gaining up the courage to do a backflip off the swings, or trying to score a goal in recess soccer. It could have been something serious too, like trying to handle a parent's divorce. And we've all done these challenges, and they've all shaped us heroes into the people we are today. Now, the part that we are in now is the abyss. That is where the hero must venture alone into the dark, crushing void that is the future. It's gonna be scary. You might cry sometimes, you might wet your pants, but now you have to do your own laundry. But why are we afraid of the unknown? I mean, it's pretty obvious. We don't know what's there. It's like a light. When you have a light, I can see what's at the end of this room. You turn this lights off, I don't know if you guys are going to come charge and attack me, or you're just sitting in your seats. But, getting off topic, back to the abyss. One way I have thought that helped me deal with the uncertainty of the future is a story I have. And this story starts sometime in junior year when my friends and we started coming up with a made-up language or dialect, if you will, and we just talked to each other. It was the weirdest thing. We just looked at each other there. Oh, little puppy dog. And that's what we did. And sometime between the incoherent syllables and odd grunts, the word Gergen came up. And for some reason, we just started using Gergen all the time. Like, hey man, how you doing? Nah, pretty Gergen. Where you want to go eat tonight? You know, I'm craving some Gergen right now. Or my favorite, hey, dude, you know if that new girl's hot? Man, I'm telling you, she's very Gergen. And it went on like this, and pretty soon, like a bunch of people started catching on, and they all asked me, Joe, what does Gergen even mean? Why do people say it? And I sort of looked at them and what? I don't really know. And then I came up with an answer. Gergen means whatever you want it to mean. That's what I told everyone. So time went on, and Gergen came and passed as all fads do, until I believe it was February when a friend of mine called me over. And so I went over to his house and we started talking, and he was so stressed out. He was freaking. And he says, Joe, you know, I just got denied by 2 colleges, the only 2 I've applied to so far, and I looked at my transcript. I don't think I'm going to have enough credits to graduate. I didn't know what to tell him. I was at a loss for words. And then he looks at me and he says, you know, this whole situation, it's pretty Gergen, right? I mean, come on. I sort of laughed, and it hit me right there. The future is Gergen. The future is whatever you want it to be. Whatever you will make it to be. Good luck, class of 2010, on all of your future endeavors, and Godspeed.
Thank you, Joe.